Zombie Anarchy. Life in a world without rules. Once upon a time, in a world not too different from our own, a mysterious virus spread across the globe. Those who contracted it became ravenous, flesh-eating zombies, wreaking havoc and destruction wherever they went. As the virus spread, society collapsed and anarchy took hold. In this world without rules, a small group of survivors banded together, seeking shelter from the relentless onslaught of the undead. They fortified an old warehouse, barricading themselves inside and scavenging for supplies when they dared to venture out. Life was hard in the zombie-infested world, but the survivors learned to adapt. They developed a strict set of rules to ensure their survival, and each member of the group knew their role in the community. They rationed food and water, assigned watch shifts, and had strict rules about hygiene to prevent the spread of infection. But even with their strict rules, life was still dangerous. These zombies were relentless, and the group was constantly on the brink of starvation. It was a grim existence, but they had learned to make the best of it. One day, a new survivor stumbled upon their fortified warehouse. His name was Jack, and he was unlike any survivor they had met before. He was tough and resourceful, but he also had a wild streak that set him apart from the rest of the group. At first, the group was hesitant to accept Jack. They had strict rules, and they were wary of outsiders. But Jack was different. He had a way of charming everyone he met, and before long, he had won over the entire group. As time went on, Jack became more and more influential in the group. He challenged their rules and pushed them to take risks they never would have taken before. And for a while, it seemed like his anarchic spirit was exactly what the group needed to survive. But then, things started to go wrong. The group's careful balance began to shift, and it became clear that Jack's influence was more dangerous than anyone had anticipated. He convinced some members of the group to break the rules and venture out into the city to search for supplies, leading to a devastating zombie attack that left several members of the group dead. The rest of the survivors began to question Jack's leadership, but it was too late. Jack had amassed a small army of followers who were willing to do whatever it took to survive, even if it meant breaking the group's rules and endangering the entire community. And then, just when it seemed like all hope was lost, a miracle occurred. The survivors stumbled upon a scientist who had been working on a cure for the zombie virus. With his help, they were able to synthesize a serum that would cure those who had been infected. The group was saved, and they began the slow process of rebuilding their community. But Jack was nowhere to be found. He had disappeared into the chaos of the zombie-infested world, taking his anarchist spirit with him. In the end, the survivors realized that Jack's influence had been both a blessing and a curse. His anarchic spirit had given them the courage to survive in a world without rules, but it had also put them in danger and led to the deaths of several members of the group. And so, they resolved to rebuild their community on a foundation of cooperation and trust, with strict rules and a deep respect for the dangers of the world around them. They knew that they would never be able to completely eliminate the danger of the zombie virus, but with each other's help, they would do their best to survive and thrive in this new world.